At Focus on Liberia, we discuss everything Liberia, from education to politics, arts and culture, entertainment, agriculture, history, religion, family, and technology. Focus on Liberia uncovers and showcases the best of Liberia and shows the world the truth about Liberia. We educate, elevate, and promote all things Liberia. We conduct interviews, panel discussions, debates, and more. Tune in to Focus on Liberia on Facebook and YouTube and be a part of the stories that make up the news.
This is Focus on Liberia, and I am Dennis Jar.
At Focus on Liberia, we discuss everything Liberia, from education to politics, arts and culture, entertainment, agriculture, history, religion, family, and technology. Focus on Liberia uncovers and showcases the best of Liberia and shows the world the truth about Liberia. We educate, elevate, and promote all things Liberia. We conduct interviews, panel discussions, debates, and more. Tune in to Focus on Liberia on Facebook and YouTube and be a part of the stories that make up the news.
This is Focus on Liberia, and I am Dennis Jar.
I am Asunisie, along with Focus on Liberia reporter Prince Momba, all the way in Totota, Bong County, joining us live. Again, this is Focus on Liberia live report, and we are reporting from Totota, Bong County. Again, we are live, and we have our man Prince Momba, our reporter in Totota, Bong County, who is at one of the polling precincts there in Bong County, where he's going to be reporting live, giving us updates about the election there in Totota, Bong County. If you as you're joining us, of course, this is Focus on Liberia. We just lost our reporter there, and he will be joining us very shortly. Prince Momba is our reporter, and he is joining us live from Totota, Bong County at one of the polling precincts there, and he's going to be giving an update. It seems to be they are at the verge of concluding the polls. In other words, polls are closing in Totota, Bong County, and Prince Momba is going to bring everything live to us. And so if you are here, we ask you to do us a favor to share the broadcast while Prince is doing everything to join us. And Prince will be reporting on how the process went on so far. Were there poll watchers? What was the distance of the poll watchers from the election staff? We also want to know were there observers at that particular center. If there were observers, or if there are observers, what are they actually doing? If you are just joining us, I see that Prince Momba is joining us there. Prince, good evening there. How you doing, my friend?
Thank you, Anthony, for joining me. I'm okay. How are you doing there from the U.S. state of Atlanta? Are you in Atlanta, or where are you?
I am in the great state of Minnesota.
Okay, thanks for joining me. I'm joining you from Totota, Bong County. This is a city by itself.
Thank you. And I'm actually in Studio 8, Focus on Liberia Studio 8. So, Prince, talk to us. You are in Totota, but specifically, which precinct are you right now?
All right, so thank you so much. I am at the annexed Yancey public school voting precinct. Here in Totota is commonly called E.J. Yancey High School. It is a government institution, and there I am. And this precinct comprises of 4 polling places. And polls have closed here. It's about 25 minutes after 6 o'clock p.m. So the voting process are closed, and so the election workers have closed all of the doors. The observers are there, and the process of counting is ongoing. But observers of political parties are here. They are standing outside of the queue, that is the barricade that was placed here by the elections workers. And we are in the barricade as journalists. trying to bring you this report. And so I'm very much sure some of them outside of the barricade will be interested in speaking to focus on Liberia. But on the onset or on the overall, we are here at the Ernest Yancey High School in Totota, Bong County, and this precinct comprises of 4 polling places.
Thank you, Prince. So talk to us, how was the voting process at this particular precinct? Was it peaceful, or were there any commotion reported during the entire day of voting?
Thank you, Anthony. Honestly speaking to you, since we started covering the process since this morning, we have not encountered any commotion. We have not encountered any major problem. Even though there have been some, concern raised by party agents and voters, but those were not serious enough that will derail or that will hinder the process. So the process on the overall has been peaceful. As you may be aware, it just between 2 persons, the current president, President George Weah, who is the candidate for the Coalition for Democratic Change, and former Vice President Joseph Boakai, who is also the candidate for the former ruling Unity Party. So it has been a very easy process. Voters have been coming one after the other, and they have just been allowed to walk in to vote, and then when they vote, they are allowed to walk back out. So on the overall, the process has been peaceful from the part of Liberia where I am. I'm in Lower Bong County, so I have not seen any tension. It's been peaceful so far.
So, let's talk about poll watchers. Do the political parties participating in the election have their poll watchers at that polling precinct? Did you see them?
Sorry, I didn't get the question clear. What were you saying?
I want to know if the political parties had their representatives or have their representatives there as poll watchers.
Yes, exactly. And that's one thing that I've been very keen on. All of the polling places that I've visited, the 2 political parties have their representatives there. In fact, they have about 4 or 5 representatives. They have 1 person within the polling room, and then they have others outside, and they have supervisors for those observers who are in the rooms. And so, yes, the 2 parties concerned, that is the Unity Party and the CDC, or the CDC and the Unity Party, they have party agents, they have political parties observers who are in all of the rooms that I visited. The only thing I did not see was other local observers or international observers stationed into the various polling rooms. But what I observed was that those observers, both international and local observers, were touring the various polling places. And so the places I visited, I was told that observer, like for example, the Elections Coordinating Committee, that is the ECC, and Lyon, the U.S. Embassy, and their ECOWAS observers passed around, and their particulars and contact numbers were taken. But to say they were stationed at those polling places, no, I did not see that. But to come to your specific question, yes, indeed, political parties observers were present at each of the precinct and the polling places that I visited today.
So where were the poll watchers of the political party posted? Where were they standing? What was the distance between them and the poll watchers for them to be able to see what's happening?
Sorry, Anthony, sorry.
I want to know the distance. Where were the poll watchers posted at that particular precinct so that they will be able to see what's going on?
Oh yeah, so the poll watchers were seated within the polling rooms, in the polling places. They were in the rooms, so not too distance from where the ballot papers were being issued. and not too distant from where the FRR is a final registration rule, not too distant from where the FRRs were posted as well, were placed as well. And then the political parties observer themselves had the FRR in their possession. So, for example, if Prince Moba comes in to vote, for example, and when Prince comes in, they're going to mark the number of persons who enters, and then they're going to have that one on their paper. And the only contention they raised was that the names of the voters should be announced by the election workers. But that was not done. The election workers said they can't announce the name of the voter. All the observers supposed to have done or should do was that to just record the number of persons that are entering. And so if you are not satisfied about the people that enter, you can report that when the process ends. But they were not prepared to call the names of electorates who are coming in to vote and stuff like that. But on the overall, the poll watchers were not too distant from where the ballot papers were and from where even the ballot box were. So the distance was not too far from where they were seated. They were in the room and they saw everything vividly.
And Prince, is there a way one can easily identify the poll watchers for the political parties? Did they have anything to identify them to say, oh, this is a CDC or poll watcher or representative, or a Unity Party poll watcher or representative? Any identity that they carry for them to be identified easily?
Yes, indeed. They had access pass or tech placed in their chest. Even though someone had it in their pocket. But if once I enter into a particular polling room, when I ask you, are you a political party agent or observer? You say, yes, I am. I'm going to ask you, where is your tech or where is a pass given issued to you by the political party? And you will see it written on the either CDC or UP. And that is how we were able to identify them. Another thing that we could identify them on was the FRR, the Founder Voter Rule. The one for Unity Party, you will see it written on top of it, Unity Party. The one for CDC, you see the Coalition for Democratic Change written on it. So those are ways that the political party agents or observers were identified.
Did you observe the presence of security personnel to provide what in Liberia we call maximum?
Yes, indeed. The joint security presence for me, where I visited in Lower Bong, I saw a security personnel present. The joint security, I saw the presence of a police officer. I saw the presence of immigration officer, and also, yes, so police officers were present at all of the polling places are passed. Some of them were ERU, the emergency response unit personnel from the police, from the LMP. Some of them were PSU officers, and some of them were immigration officers. They were attired in their uniforms. So yes, all of the places have passed. I can confirm to this network that there were security presence, police officers.
Thank you, Prince. So let's talk about the turnout. How will you classify the turnout so far at the various polling precincts that you visited today?
Yeah, so that is the main point on the discussion. The turnout was absolutely low. There was a low turnout. I'm very sure that was across the country. But I'm speaking from my own area of assignment, that is in Lower Bong County, here in Bong. The turnout was very, very low. I managed to speak with some of the voters who have come to vote. And what some of them told me that the low turnout might have been caused due to the alleged voter trucking that may have taken place during the first round of the elections. Okay. Some of them said during the first round of the elections, some of those who were legislative candidates, be it representative or senatorial candidates, allegedly trucked voters from across the country to other parts of the country. Some of them did not win, and so they didn't have time to truck those people back to the area where they voted first, even though some of them may have won, but maybe they were independent candidates, and so they didn't have time again to bring them to vote for them. Another thing they said was that people do not just have interest into the presidential elections. Some of the people they have spoken to their houses, people coming to vote, have told them that I'm not voting for anybody who is a president. I have already voted for my representative and senator. So anyone who wins as a president is Liberia's president, and that person is going to be considered as our president. So the trend of today, I can say, was very, very low. We do not know what the results will be, because some of the polling places that I visited, you had a 500 plus registrant at those places. Some of the places you got 450, you got 375, but I'm not too sure that some of those places will register more than 200 votes as per what we saw today.
So, friends, talk to us. Are there some poll watchers around now that we can speak to briefly?
I can't know. The poll watchers are indoor, but they are party supporters outside. So I can take the camera outside of the barricade that I'm in now to see whether somebody will be willing to talk to me. But the poll watchers are all inside, but they are party supporters outside of the barricade. The elections workers are informed us that we are not to carry camera into the polling room. We can go and observe the process, but we are not allowed to do any photograph. We are not allowed to do any live coverage there. We are not allowed to even carry smartphone. We can put it in our bag. But on the outside here, you have citizens who have come to monitor the process. Some of them are supporting the CDC. Some of them are also supporting the Unity Party. They are outside of the barricade. Maybe we will speak with some of them. But to say that we have observers outside to speak with us, no, I do not think so. Even though their supervisors might be outside, I will find one or two of them. Whether they're willing to talk, they will talk to us. But the observers are inside. Like I said, polls are closed. And you know that this is just between two pressing. So the process will not be tedious today. The sorting out process has started already, where the election workers going to be displaying the ballot papers to ensure that which one is invalid and which one is valid. And they're going to, and they distinguish the valid from the invalid. And then they're going to shut it out to ensure they count which goes for the CDC and which goes for the Unity Party. But yes, it's getting dark now here into the time, but I can take the camera outside to see whether we can speak to one or two presidents who have come here to observe the process.
Prince Mamba is focused on Liberia reporter in Liberia, reporting live from Totota, Bong County at one of the precincts in Lower Bong County. He's bringing us everything live. Prince, you can make your way to see if you can talk to some of the supporters that you see outside there, and so we can hear from them as to what they make of the process so far. But Prince, before we talk to that report, that person standing with you, I just want to know this rumor going around that there were pre-marked ballot papers being identified by some individuals in some places. Have you heard anything like that? And what are the citizens saying about this rumor?
Yeah, so Anthony, that was something that I heard this morning. It was alleged that there was a pre-marked ballot paper at the Lutheran compound, in Totota, at polling place number 2. But when I got there, the presiding officer there told me she has no idea on that. So I have not confirmed that yet. But the person who told me that is a supervisor for the Unity Party observers. And he told me the local journalist from Radio Totota was there. So I will try to establish that with the local journalists here. But when I went there for the fact finding, that was not confirmed. The PO there told me that she has no idea as to whether there was a pre-marked ballot paper there, but that is an allegation that, trust me, we're going to dig it out because it's on record, and we're going to dig it out to the 40th. I was told that the local journalist was there, and they have the video or other record of that, and I'm going to follow up as soon as I get to the radio station. But that has not been confirmed yet, but it was reported by the observers of the United Party that there was a pre-marked ballot paper at the Ludwig compound, in whose interest that was not said.
Thank you. Let's talk to the person standing with you there. I see a young lady standing there. Good evening. I'm Anthony here. This is Focus on Liberia. What is your name and welcome to Focus on Liberia?
I'm the SAP Agbaulo.
Okay.
Who was for UP?
You are a Unity Party pool watcher. So talk to me. How will you classify the entire process that you watched today?
I didn't get you clear.
How is the process?
When it comes to the voting process, for me, I find it difficult because they have some people that are contesting for like senator representative, and then unfortunately some of them was not successful. And then with other people voting, they were like unable to get transport to come within this place to vote. So that's one of the challenges we're facing in this place for now.
Did you vote?
I voted, yeah. This is my finger.
Okay, and was it difficult for you to identify, to vote?
You said?
Was it difficult for you to vote?
No.
Okay, so why you think is responsible for the low turnout today?
Like I said earlier, some people, they are not able to pay their way to come and vote. Not everybody is strong financially. That's one of the problems.
And you think some people are in the location where you are, and yet maybe might have decided not to vote? Do you think that's a possibility?
You said?
Do you think there are people here who didn't decide to vote at all?
For now, I can't speak for somebody because I'm not in their mind. Okay. Everyone has their opinion. They have their reason of not returning the vote. So I don't really know.
And when you said the election process was completely free and fair of anything?
What?
Was the election free and fair in your opinion? You participated?
Yeah, for now.
Say that again.
Okay.
I said yes, and for now.
And why are you saying for now?
Because we stay here, we are not, we stay in this place.
Mm-hmm. And people are talking about protecting the vote. Talk to me. What your understanding of protecting the vote and what people do when they say they are protecting the vote?
For instance, everybody keep from different party, and if you were sent to like protect your vote. Like for me, I'm from the UP background, and I know that's my interest, and I have to protect. I will not allow anything to go contrary. So when you hear people saying that they want to protect their vote, that's where it comes from. Because everybody want the best for them, for them candidates. So if you hear people saying that they want to protect their vote, these are some of the things.
Do you have reason to accept or not accept the result of the election after everything is concluded?
If I have reason to accept or not to accept?
Yeah, the result after everything is concluded.
Any result come out, we accept.
Thank you so very much for speaking to us here at Focus on Liberia. We appreciate you.
Welcome.
All right.
All right.
A citizen and Unity Party pool washer there speaking live to Focus on Liberia in Totota, Bong County. Our man Prince Momba is there at one of the precincts, and he is making it possible for us to talk to citizens in that part of our dear country, Liberia. I see a gentleman there. Your name and how you doing?
Thank you.
I said your name, please.
My name is Jonah B.C. from Bong County.
Thank you, Mr. Say. Mr. Say, are you a party representative or are you just a voter?
Party representative.
Which party did you represent?
The CDC.
Okay, talk to me. Will you say the election was free and fair so far?
Yeah, from from my observation from this morning, I think the election was free and it was fair with all of the regulatory procedure that will be put in place. I think it was free and fair. But now we are still awaiting the counting process.
Okay, so the counting process now continues. Talk to me. Were you trained by your political institution how to do the poll watching?
Yeah, I was trained.
What training did they give you?
You said that?
What kind of training did they provide for you to be able to do your job effectively?
Okay, thank you very much. We were trained on how to approach when it comes to handling the election matter. That's one of the training they give us, the approach.
Okay.
And they also train us on how to handle other materials within the election hall. We were trained to that. So there were a lot of trainings that were being given to us.
So as a representative of your party, the CDC, did you get any compensation or you are a volunteer?
You see?
Did you get any compensation from your political institution for representing that political institution in the process?
Yeah, they fair us. They fair us.
They only gave you something to eat and nothing for your
Yeah,
package
yeah.
transportation?
Yes.
Did you say yes that they didn't give you any transportation or any per diem for representing the party?
They only gave us our food money today. That was the compensation they gave us.
All right. Thank you for participating. And before I let you go, let me ask my final question. If the election should go whatever way it will go, given your experience with the process you classify as free and fair, will you accept the results?
Yeah, definitely. We will accept the result because Liberia is the only country that we have. Whoever wins, that person definitely become our president.
And so now that you accept the result, no matter who wins, you believe that is the way to go, right?
Sure, yes.
Thank you so very much for speaking to us, Mr. Say. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Focus on Liberia Live in Totota, Bong County. Our own man, Prince Mumbai, is there bringing us happenings as they unfold in Lower Bong County, to be specific. Totota, I was in Totota. I spent 1 month on the Lutheran mission there, where I went to participate in a trauma healing and conflict resolution program that lasted for a month. I remember the Moon display camp, one of the places closer to Totota. I had a great time there. Prince, do we have anybody there that we need to talk to?
Well, I do not think so. I do not think so. So it's already getting dark here.
Okay.
So yes, all I can say is that some of the observers I told you, I want to make my way at the Totota Lutheran compound to see what I can speak with some of the observers outside, because they got our supervisors outside. So those that we just photo are the supervisors or the observer for the political parties. So the current process is ongoing. Yeah, so I want to make my way at the Totota Lutheran compound to join you from there.
Thank you so very much, Prince. Make your way there, and we will be joining you later on.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me.
All right. That was Prince Mamba, Focus on Liberia reporter based in Liberia. He reports right there live from Totota, Bong County, at one of the precincts where the elections were conducted by the next staff at that particular polling precinct. As you heard, the process was peaceful, the process was orderly, it was smooth, except that the voter turnout was extremely low. We spoke to two party representatives, the Unity Party and the CDC, and they both said the process was free and fair, and that they looked up, there was a voter turnout, and they said they will accept the results no matter what the results going to be. We want a peaceful election process that will show that Liberians are indeed ready for peace and that we are ready to practice democracy. Folks, in cyberspace, this is how we will conclude this edition of Liberia Decides 2023. We will be coming up live again in a very short time, depending on if our reporter gets ready for us to bring you another live report from Liberia concerning election 2023 between George Manawia of the CDC and Ambassador Joseph Yimambuaka of the Unity Party. At the end of the day, we will know whether Liberia will have a new president or Liberia will maintain the one we have in person of George Manawia. Thank you for watching. Watch out for Focus on Liberia live coverage coming on later, and later this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where there will be commentary, analysis of the results as the results will be featuring in this evening. We will be getting reports and results from the fields in Liberia, and we will be announcing some numbers. Then numbers will tell us how the thing will go down. The song says we are all Liberians, and that song closes this edition of our election coverage today. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.
We are Liberians.